to the Bescott Stadium, and we'll hear from the manager.
Okay, yeah. Well, Brian, your verdict on the performance result today?
Not a lot to say about that today. Got to move on after a performance like that really quickly and get ourselves ready for the next one on Tuesday, because I didn't see that one coming, and I was really disappointed today.
What would you put your finger on why it was so disappointing today? You've been building up quite a bit of momentum in pre-season.
Yeah, we've built up a bit of momentum. We've had the 3 games. We've trained well. Didn't have enough energy in the team today. There wasn't enough energy. When you play football, you have to run. You have to go beyond defenders, and you have to be right when you haven't got the ball. So you have to make sure that you get the details right. We certainly didn't do that today.
With the performance, is it a concern with 2 weeks to go before the season, or some things that you'll be able to iron out?
Yeah, you're always concerned when you see something like that. All of us. I'm certainly concerned after that performance. But what you have to do is, you can't get carried away with something. Though I never get carried away with a great victory and a great performance, and never get carried away with a performance that we've seen today. But we don't want to see too many of them.
A lot of fans are getting in touch with us, Brian. They're asking about sort of width in the team and wingers and things like that. I mean, is that an area you're looking at trying to strengthen the team?
Well, I can only do what I can do, and they're not wrong. Let's put it that way. The fullbacks we're getting out, we haven't got. Particularly, we've got wingers in the group. We've got A.D. White, that's the closest we've got, and then maybe we could use Dominic Pollian out there. But Dominic's, if you put him out into a wide area, it takes away what he's a goal scorer. In actual fact, when we first came here, we realised there wasn't wingers at the football club, which is unusual for me, because I had 5 at Reading, and I haven't got any here, bar A.D. White.
They of course cost a lot of money, don't they? Normally, good wingers. So is it something you might have to look at loan market or something like that?
Well, it's like everything. I know for a fact you've just hit the nail on the head. There's no point buying a winger for the sake of buying a winger. You have to buy a winger that's going to be or you're going to have to get a winger that's going to make a difference. And he can play, he can defend, and he can go forward as well. And I had that in my previous club. But we have to find a way. We found a way back in the last season. We'll find a way with the group of players that we've got. We'll definitely do that.
And on today, I mean, were there positives for you to look at as well? Was there anything out there that you'd be quite happy with?
I wasn't happy today. It wasn't a good day today. That for me is the worst day I've had as Leeds United manager, and I don't want too many more days like that.
With players jockeying for positions, though, I mean, I suppose it might give others that maybe didn't make the starting lineup today.
There's no definites. There's no definites. So if I was a player, I'd be looking to try and get in for that first game of the season, because places are up for grabs.
Brian, every time I speak to you, I've got to ask you about signings and things. And
no point. The same thing. You go back to what we've discussed before. There isn't a situation yet where we've got the opening to make the signing that I want. There's a player that I definitely want. It hasn't changed, and we're going to try and do that. I need to try and do that the best way I can.
Do you have to get rid of players before you can bring some in? Is that?
It's a possibility. Obviously there may be a situation where if one did go out the door, then one could come through the door.
Okay, and I guess you'll be looking for a reaction on Tuesday night. That goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you can't have that. We have a lot of fans there today, and you don't want that as a manager, and you don't want that as a player, you don't want that as a fan. So, I've said to the players, you're going to have bad days. We all have bad days together, because we're going to have good days together. So you have to take the bad days with the good days, and take it on the chin. And if you get a bit of stick, take it and move on, and then prove another point when you come out again on Tuesday.
Thanks, Brian.
Lovely, thanks.
Cheers.
Brian McDermott speaking.